Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be talking about the Yuzi kit and deciding whether it is or isn't worth buying. First things first is I'll give you an overview of the kit, then we will talk about the pros and the cons. The Yuzi kit is worth 399 Roblox. The Yuzi kit originally came out in a bundle called the Lunar New Year bundle. This bundle included the Yuzi kit, a tiger skin, 1 lantern kill effect, 3 titles, and 4 emotes. And the price for this bundle was 999 Robux. However, this bundle was a limited time and can no longer be purchased. So if you want the Yuzi kit, you will only be able to purchase her for the price of 399 Robux, and you'll only be given the kit itself with its original skin. Right then, so the kit's description is: swords are replaced by traditional dowel swords. Hold attack to execute a forward dash AoE attack. So as the description says, all the swords are now replaced with the dowel skin, from wooden sword all the way to emerald sword. This doesn't mean that they do different damages than the original. All it is just a skin change. Yuzi's special ability is a dowel dash, which will dash you forward up to 5 blocks if nothing else is in your way. This ability will also do AoE damage to those she hits. This AoE damage does 15 to 20 hit points on the target or targets, and this does depend on the type of dowel sword that you use. The dash does have a cooldown of 3 seconds after using. In order to perform the dash, you have to hold down the attack button, which will then allow her to charge up the dash ability for half a second, and on release she'll perform a dash. If you look up with the Yuzi kit while performing the dash, then you'll be launched up just a couple blocks. Okay, so now let's get into the pros of this kit. The first pro of the Yuzi kit is her dash ability. For the most part, this dash ability is useful for reaching enemies or leaving a fight. I personally haven't seen any other reason to use her dash ability other than to move around the map. I understand that her dash ability does have an AoE damage, however I have rarely been able to use it. The reason being is that by the time you're charging up the dash ability to hit people in front of you, they would have already been right up in your face hitting you multiple times, and you will end up losing. This AoE ability can only be used once, then you have to wait 3 seconds until you can perform it again. Which kinda sucks, since by the 3-second mark, you will die from 2 people hitting you over and over. But with that being said, the dash ability is very good at helping you move around the map. The second pro to this kit is the AoE damage that she performs. Not many kits have AoE damage in Roblox BedWars. The ones I can think of right now off the top of my head are the Jade kit and the Void Regent kit. While I personally don't like her AoE ability, some people do. From what I can tell with the ability, it is far more useful in the beginning of the game when everyone on the map has no armor, since this is when you can cause the most damage with the wooden sword. If you start a fight with an AoE dash, you can damage your opponent up to 35 damage with the wooden sword if the opponent doesn't have any armor on. The third pro, and this sort of ties into the first pro, is the movement ability. Being able to dash around the map makes it so much easier to get diamonds or emeralds. In the beginning of the game, instead of going to look for fights, you can just dash around to the diamond generators and get the upgrades you need for your team, allowing you to give your team a step up in the game. What's even better is going to the center to pick up much needed emeralds and being able to use the ability to jump from generator to generator, then dashing your way back into the base, and if anyone tries to attack you while you perform these tasks, all you have to do is just dash away. Just hope that the enemy team isn't a Jade or a Void Regent, because they will catch up to you. Another benefit to keep in mind is being able to catch up to enemies when they are running around the map. As you probably already know, chasing people around the map can be so annoying, especially when both of you are running at the same speed. This is why the Yuzi kit is so handy, because if you are chasing someone, you can then dash to them and end up closing that gap between you and the other person. So now let's get into the cons of this kit. The first con of this kit are the dowels. The reason being is they give you away. Now, when you see someone on the map with a dowel, you immediately know what kit they're using. Since the dowel can't be shared between teammates and the dowel is only able to be equipped by the Yuzi kit, and I'm only talking about regular games, because the Lucky Block matches, you will be able to equip the dowel whether you have the Yuzi kit or you don't. Once an enemy has spotted you using a dowel, they'll know to keep a small distance from you to avoid your dash attack. The second con is that the dashing AoE damage is pretty low compared to a regular attack. Get this, with an iron sword a regular hit will be 30 HP, but if you dash to an enemy and you hit them, it only does a 21 hit point damage. This is a pretty big gap of damage difference. I understand this dash hit is an AoE hit, however it won't matter that you hit two people 21 HP each if they can both hit you once with the iron sword and take 42 hit point damage from you. There are times when you are performing this dash to hit someone, and by the time the animation finishes, that person can end up hitting you twice with regular damage, which makes the whole dash damage pretty useless. This is why I avoid using the dash to cause damage and prefer it as an ability to just move around the map or maybe just to catch up with someone. Okay, so this is pretty much all I have to say about the Yuzi kit. So now comes the answer to whether or not you should purchase a Yuzi kit. My answer is yes, but only if you don't already have the Jade or the Void region. Because honestly, this kit is pretty useless in the AoE damage that it does, and the majority of the time when you're using this kit, if you do end up buying it, you will only be using it to dash around the map. Hopefully in the future they buff up her dash damage or change her up a bit. Only buy her if you don't already have a kit that can move fast around the map.